What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. This is gonna be a continuation of the video that I did the other day regarding the Punisher co-creator Jerry Conway. Him wanting to reclaim the Punisher logo, the skull logo that he created back in the 70s. And he wanted Black Lives Matter to have it. And I did a video on it, probably one of my best, epic rant. Go check it out. But there's something here, an article I stumbled upon from that pop culture outlet, reviewing outlet, Uproxx, Uproxx. So this came up on my feed on my Android or whatever, and just when you think it can't get any lower, all right, this is an article written by a woman named Kimberly Ricci. She's a film and TV editor, okay? Now, I'm not going to go into this article because it's pretty long. Well, majority of it I've kind of covered in the old video. You know where I stand with that. A lot of this is bullshit. I already debunked it. I'm not going to go back into it. A lot of it is just white guilt nonsense. And I'm just going to go into just one part here that just really blows my mind. And essentially she wants to get rid of the Punisher altogether. So let me read this. The question remains though, would Black Lives Matter activists even want to repurpose the logo for their cause? It's difficult to imagine them embracing a symbol that's worn by cops who are arresting them. Like I covered before in the first video, he's a fictional character, okay? All you need to do is have two brain cells in your head to realize he's a fucking fictional goddamn character, okay? And I talked about the police wearing, having the skull logo on their cars and stuff. They were forced to take them off. You know what I mean? So again, if that's something that you could complain about that cops have on them or as a patch or whatever, then you already have a problem with the police. You have a bigger problem with the police. You're just looking for something to complain about. So cut that bullshit out. And then the other funny thing with this is, even though I kind of agree with her, but not for the same reasons, I don't think Black Lives Matter should even want it. Yes, I do agree with that. But she's doing it from the white savior perspective. Oh, why would you shouldn't want that? What? So they can't make the decision on their own whether or not they want it or not? You know what I mean? So, but I'm going to show you, you're going to see how, let me just go a little bit further. Even if Conway could rechannel the Punisher's energy for the pursuit of justice with this project, I'd argue it's too soon for Black Lives Matter to associate itself with the logo. Jesus Christ. This is what I'm talking about. These white people that that have this white guilt and they want to be the savior and tell you how you want to do shit. Okay? A stronger statement would be for Marvel Entertainment to actually shut down the Punisher comic. Oh. Foregoing those profits for a limited time and asking fans to donate that money to Black Lives Matter instead. It's not like Marvel hasn't done something this drastic before. Remember when they killed Captain America? Steve Rogers was reborn a few years later, and there's no reason why the Punisher can't take the same route. Seriously, put Frank Castle on ice. That would be a powerful stance to take against police brutality by shutting down their misplaced fanboyism. Then get through 2020 and bring the comic book back with a Black Lives Matter story arc. Oh, and make a Disney Plus limited series to match. People would watch the heck out of that show. Let's do this. Okay. This is fucking retarded. Number one, this is what I keep trying to tell y'all about SJWs. They always try to outdo each other. This is why I hate wokeness. You understand? Like it can never just be what it is. You can't just do what you or what you perceive is a good thing and leave it there. No, there's always someone got to outdo the next person. Again, this is why shout out to Floyd Mayweather. He just said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna pay for my man's funeral and leave it at that." He's not in. It's not a competition. It's just boom. I'm gonna do something good, whatever. Okay, and let it be. When you're SJW, it's never enough. It's never enough. Jerry Conway doing this shit, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it from the jump. You know how I feel. But you see how it is? Oh, no. Let me step in as a white savior and tell you how to do things. All right? Like I mentioned before in the previous video, Punisher has a lot of black fans. A lot of fans that are black people. Me included. Look, I'm all Punisher decked out. I love Punisher. I understand what he represents. And again, he's relatable to a lot of fucking people. All right? And I bet he's even relatable to some people in Black Lives Matter as well. But be that as it may, for you to sit there and say, hey, why don't you get rid of the Punisher? It's fucking so stupid. That's one step closer to taking a stance against police brutality. How? He's a fucking comic book character. He's a fictional character. What is that gonna do? You know what this reminds me of? Again, back with the white guilt. This reminds me of, and I referenced this again earlier too. I've seen a certain well, there's a bunch of these images, a bunch of these videos around now, but there's one in particular where I forget what group it was. I think it was the Black Hebrew Israelites or it's just like one of these fringe groups, right? They're out here and telling white people, hey, you know, you want to be alleviate your racism, you got to come here and kiss my boots. And people are actually doing that shit. And I'm saying to myself, I mean, towards these people that you should have heard these dudes. Oh, see, these are good white people because they're bowing down and kissing your feet. So let me get this straight. If they were racist, that alleviates them of racism. If that's all they got to do, number one, it's nasty as fuck. Number two, that's a really small price to pay. If that's what you truly believe, that's a really, really, really cheap price to pay for racism. And guess what? More white people, if they would shut y'all up, that's what they're going to do. All right, shut the fuck up. I already kissed boots already. I don't recommend doing that because, again, if you're a white person and you're not guilty of being racist or doing anything, subjecting minorities, particularly black people, to anything, hey, don't say, listen, hey, it is what it is. Look, I'm with you, but I'm not going to be kneeling or doing any of this shit. So, again, Kimberly Ricci, to me, is a real racist because she sees black people as weak. Oh, well, yeah, just get rid of this and police brutality will go away. All right? I think that's bullshit. Fuck you, Kimberly Ricci. I don't know if I said Christina, but Ricci, I get that in my head. Anyway, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Listen, Marvel, do not get rid of Punisher. It's probably one of the greatest anti-heroes ever written. Very relatable to a lot of people, to millions and millions of people. And that's it. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Fuck Kimberly Ricci. Fuck Jerry Conway. Spread this across YouTube. Twitter, Facebook. Y'all know the deal. Follow me on BitChute and Brighteon under the misanthropic one. to fight the YouTube algorithm and censorship. All right, peace, bitches.